Hello everybody, Toastbomb here. Today we're going to be celebrating a very special event. It's Halo 3's birthday, because Halo 3 just turned 5. That's right, big boy on campus, Halo 3 is going to kindergarten, but unfortunately he didn't go to preschool, so he didn't get the proper sharing skills that all the other kids got, so he won't get along with them. But that's okay, because he'll just teabag him anyways. But seriously, I actually did want to make a video to celebrate this wonderful day, and I thought it would only be proper for me to make a Halo 3 video of me playing some Halo 3. So let's set the scene for this game. This game is where I get my first 50. Now this actually wasn't too long ago because back in the day, Halo 3, I pretty much only played MLG, which is arguably the hardest playlist to get a 50 in, so I was pretty skilled and probably skilled enough to actually get a 50 in another playlist. I just never actually did that. I never went out of my way to do that. I just kept grinding out MLG. So it wasn't until a few months ago that me and my friend were like, hey, let's play some snipers. So we started playing it, and I was around like 39 or something like that, and quickly we just started winning game after game after game, and I kept going up. We lost a few games along the way, but we really didn't lose that much. And then we got to a 49, and all the way until this game, we had not lost. I'm pretty sure we were at 13 wins in a row on the 49. And we were thinking, maybe we should win this game. This might be the one. This might be the one that gives me the 50. So the tension was pretty high because I wanted to get my 50. I mean, I didn't care a whole bunch. I thought it would probably happen eventually as long as we kept playing. But it would be pretty awesome if I never lost a game on my entire 49 and just went straight to the 50. I thought that would be pretty cool. So the tension was pretty high in this game, and it was pretty intense, so I hope you enjoy the gameplay. But what I actually wanted to talk about in this video was the first time I played Halo 3. So back in the day, back in 07, I didn't know anybody with the 360. I knew one kid, but he didn't have live, so I couldn't get the Halo 3 beta through him, like I couldn't play with him. So me and my friend went to this place called Big City Gaming. It's this place that's kind of like a LAN center sort of / used games and DVDs, so you can buy used games there, buy used DVDs, trade in the games, do all that stuff. But they also have 8 TVs that are all hooked up to Xboxes, and then you can rent it out for the hour. It's only about $5 for the hour, so it's relatively cheap and really good if you don't have an Xbox and you just want to play some games, hang out with some friends, or if you just want to test out a game before actually buying it. So we went there to play the Halo 3 beta, and I remember getting off of school, biking down there, locking up my bike, walking through the doors, and seeing all the TVs in a line, loaded up with the Halo 3 menu, all of them, playing the music. It was beautiful, the monks playing in the background. It was like a movie when I walked into that. And I saw one guy playing, and I watched him for a while, and I was just blown away by it. It was so cool. I was watching him playing Snowbound, and he was using the AR, running around, and it was just the coolest thing ever, because I had only played a little bit of Halo 2 at that point, but I was really into the Halo 3 release, even though I didn't have an Xbox, and I wasn't going to get one for a while. I was super into it. Those vid docs that they released, I watched them like religiously every day. Like, I studied those things, watching the gameplay on high ground of people blowing each other up and picking up the flag. I remember those vid docs, and I watched them over and over again, and it was so awesome, and I loved it. So anyways, we gave them our money, we got our controllers, walked over to our TV, loaded it up, and started matchmaking. And to be honest, it kinda did suck, because that place, I don't know if they just had really bad internet or their NATs were just ridiculously closed, because it took like 15 minutes to actually get into a game, which was pretty crazy because there was a lot of people playing. And I was only there for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, so that already ate up a lot of your time just sitting there waiting for a match. And I remember I was just on the edge of my seat. I wanted to play so bad. I was looking at the players. I was like, player found, oh, one more player, oh, whole game dropped, oh, player found, oh, we got like 5 players, it took like a couple minutes to get a couple together, oh, they're all gone, reset, next list. And then eventually we got a game, and I remember wanting it to be high ground so bad because I love and still do really like the look of the map, the orangey rocks and stuff like that. I really like the look of it, and I watched it so much on the vid docs that I just really wanted to play that map, and we did get it, and it was really awesome. Team Slayer, killing guys with my needler. I used that some, and just, oh, they're exploding. I'm sure I played terribly, but it was really fun nonetheless. And then my second game, I actually got Snowbound, and I was stoked for that because I thought that was an awesome map too. And I still do think, I think that map still looks really good and holds up really well. I always like snow maps; they're just fun. But it was weird because there was flame grenades on that map. What? Like, do you remember those things? They actually existed, flame grenades. Same with the flares. Like, what the heck? Why? Like, they eventually just got completely phased out of multiplayer. That's like so weird. I always forget about that sort of stuff, like the flame grenades and the flares. Like, those things actually exist. I don't know, it's a weird thing that I just remember sometimes. But yeah, that was pretty much my first Halo 3 experience, was playing that. But something that I actually remember a little more vividly, even though it was a longer time ago, was my first time just playing Halo ever. I was at a friend's house. I had seen a little bit of people kind of playing it here and there. Was at like random houses for whatever reason. Saw some people playing it. The first time I actually had my hands on the controller, I was with a friend. I was sleeping over at his house, and then we went to like his cousin's house or something like that for dinner. One of his cousins was playing Doom on the PC, and then two of his other cousins were playing Halo 1 on Battle Creek, and they were duking it out. I was watching him. Ian, my friend, oops, maybe I shouldn't have said his name. My friend, sorry, was watching him, and we were just like mesmerized by it. We're like, this is so cool, it's Halo explosions, it's M-rated, and we're looking at it, and it's like we're not supposed to because it's M-rated, and it's always so cool. And then one of his friends like handed me the controller, like, here, you play, and then they directed me around. I'm like fumbling with the controls, I'm just looking at the floor like, what is happening, running into walls and stuff. You can barely figure it out. And they eventually, probably after like 5 minutes, directed me to one of the teleporters, and they're like, go through that thing, and I went through it, and then the guy was hiding, of course, on the other side, and he assassinated me, and they thought that was hilarious, and they started laughing at me, and the guy started teabagging me, and then they took the controller away, and they kept playing. So yeah, that was my Halo 1 experience. Pretty limited experience, but it was still pretty awesome moving around the guy. It was still cool. And then lastly, my first experience with Halo 2, I was at my friend's house, I was sleeping over. We were on his bunk bed. He was on the top bunk. I was on the bottom bunk. We were watching his little CRT TV on his original Xbox, and he loaded up Halo 2, and we played the campaign on co-op normal, and we played through, I think, like, what he claimed was the full campaign, but it really wasn't the full campaign. Like, after missions, he kept like skipping them around and stuff for some reason. So I played it in this really jumbled up, mixed order that wasn't actually the campaign. And then when we were done, it was only like 2 or 3 hours of playing, and he was like, "Yep, that's the campaign." And I'm like, "Wow, that was awesome!" Like, I didn't know what was happening. I had never like played it before. Or really any like story game before. I just had an N64, so I didn't know what was going on. I was just playing Mario Kart at home, and so yeah, so I was like, what? That was it. I mean, that was cool, I guess, but I don't know what happened. And he's like, yeah, so let's play through it again. So we played through it again on this like botched up, like his own director's cut version of the campaign or something, and we played through that. So I think even now, I don't even know if I've actually played all of the missions of Halo 2, because I've gone back and played the campaign, but I don't think I've actually beat it start to finish. So I'm not, there might even be some missions in there that I haven't even played yet, but I'm not positive, because I can't really remember, and I haven't played that campaign as much as the other ones. So yeah, those are pretty much my just first experiences with the Halo games, all those ones in the series, at least for the earlier ones. I'm not adding in Reach because, I mean, that was pretty early and it was, I mean, it was still awesome, but it wasn't any some sort of huge memorable keystone, so I kind of left that one out. Anyways, if you liked the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe, because I post Halo videos every day. Post in the comments, like, tell me about your guys' first experience. Was there any, like, crazy stuff that happened, some really cool, memorable things? Because, I mean, most of you people play quite a bit of Halo and like the games quite a bit, so they've clearly all touched our lives in very impactful ways. So I'm curious to see what you guys thought. Also, how do you like the gameplay? It was pretty intense gameplay, wasn't it? Nail biter at the end, but I did get my 50, so that was pretty cool. Anyways, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.